Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. On first down, Henry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Jam, 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 jam. Rock on 80. 57's low. Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I got you, punk.
Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jones will sneak it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields going down the middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Scarborough. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. To throw is Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one a victory.